Welcome back to Afro Football, guys. We are back
Bum, bum,
with
bum,
Group H. H.
bum.
Yes, Mr. Mwamba hitting us with the siren again, guys. Yo, if you do not like our energy, then I do not know. We'll be doing live stream with the same amount of energy, the same tactical analysis, or we'll be doing tactical analysis. These are a bit different because we're more relaxed and we're just showing and flexing. Can you see it? We are flexing our football muscle in this group. So, Mr. Mwamba is back here with me and is gonna do the needful.
Last but not the least, Group H. This group has some of the strongest teams at this World Cup: Ghana, Uruguay, South Korea, and Portugal. All
My
four
group
teams
of
are.
death.
Oh, okay, okay. You don't say. Well, I feel because they have one European team, I do not fancy them being the group of death. The German
That's the
group
thing.
still
The
looks
reason I think it's
stronger.
a group of death is because
Uh-huh.
there is so many people who are just strong from wherever they come from. So it means all these people equally aren't the best from their regions, but aren't the worst from their regions. They're all at the same level, meaning that for me, this is the true group of death because there's death for
When
whoever
I
slips up.
when I look at this group, I see this is a World Cup group. There's so much dynamic culture in this: African culture, South American culture, Asian culture, European culture. So, not waste much of your time. We go in straight with Ghana. So I look at the Ghana squad. They've got the likes of Jordan Ayew, Dede Ayew, and they've tried to reinforce. They've brought in the likes of Inaki Williams. They've brought in
Mhm.
Tariq Lamptey from Brighton. They've brought
Mhm.
in Rahman. And when I look at
They
this
did a
team,
transfer, and that should have deal with the transfer
yeah,
window.
they had a very good transfer window, for lack of a better say. But I feel those players only came in after they qualified to the World Cup, and that might
Mhm.
come to haunt them in the sense that, and not forgetting Ofori from South Africa down south. We
Mhm.
talk about that player a lot here at Africa Football. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
definitely.
anyway, yeah, I feel that will come to haunt them. I feel these players might take them forever to gel in with the other team members because they didn't play in the qualifiers. They just popped up like, oh, you guys are going to the World Cup. Yeah, okay. Can I come on the plane? Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. So I feel Ghana are only
Mhm.
going to finish third in this group.
Okay, that's a bold start and prediction by Mr. Mwamba saying Ghana is going to be third in this group. Okay. All right, so that I will take it away. Guys, I'm pro-African and Uruguay is in this group. Ghana has a bone to pick with Uruguay. And you guys know for sure that Ghana is not going to lose this group. If they face Uruguay, they would have taken one opposition out. If they face Portugal or Korea next, they are going to get another point from Korea. And for me, that is what is going to bring them and put them at the height. Okay, so without breaking much into other teams, as Mr. Mwamba's already stated, Lamptey is in. We have the Williams. I know Williams is in as well. His other brother chose to play for Spain, but this Williams decided to play for Africa. We have lots of other players in the Ghanaian squad. The Ayus are going to be there, and Mr. Ofori as well is going to be there from Orlando Pirates. So for me, this group, I believe, I don't know. This is where I'm going to. This is going to be my Hail Mary and say Ghana is going to win this group. I know you're going to disagree, Mr. Wamba, but I believe for some reason that I think
Oh,
Ghana
no, no,
has that
no, no,
spirit. They have that fight.
no,
They have it
no,
in them,
no,
and
no.
that's why this is my prediction. If it's not gonna work, you're going to see me. You're going to come back here when you do our review of each and every group, and you're going to agree that I was spot on with this Ghana prediction. But they are going to qualify the next round, and I believe they will top this group.
Well, let's wait and see.
Controversial.
World Cup starts tomorrow. Let's wait and see.
Yes.
Well,
Let's
second
go.
team in the group, Uruguay. Last World Cup for Suarez. Last World Cup for Cavani. I'm looking at the likes of Pelestri from Manchester United. The youngster was called up to the national team, and I saw
Mhm.
them in the previous friendly. The youngster got some minutes, so they have a
Mhm.
very exciting team as Uruguay. And not
Mhm.
forgetting Liverpool's star striker currently.
Mhm.
He's been in fine form in
Oh, Star
Nunes, and
Striker, the guy who has been is a fraud, is being given a hard
hey,
underrated.
he scored more goals than Gabriel Jesus, and you keep Jesus in your fantasy team every week. That tells you something. But anyway,
It's personal. It's getting personal in here, guys.
yeah. So for me, looking at Nunes, and Suarez and Cavani, if they can manage to play all three, and I look at goals everywhere. I do not know how strong that defense is anymore. With the likes of Godin, he's tired. He's grown old. But with those three strikers, I only see Uruguay finishing second in this group, and that's only because I'm going to lose to Portugal's Bruno Fernandes.
All right, so Mr. Mwamba has gone and said Uruguay is going to be second in this group. I've already stated Ghana is out for blood. Ghana is out for blood, my guy. And Ghana is not going to lose to these guys. And I'm telling you, Ghana is taking this group. Oh, Uruguay has an aging Suarez. They have a weird Darwin Nunez who doesn't know where the goal is sometimes and gets like a very poor shot conversion. They also have Palastri, the Manchester United youngster, who's probably going to just be on the bench. They do not have the Diego Forlan. They do not have that going for them. So I do not see Uruguay. I do not see these guys anywhere near my team. I don't see them qualifying or going to the next round. My educated guess is that Uruguay is going to be the third in this group because Ghana is taking one of those qualification spots. So Uruguay is going to be second in this group. Third in this group,
Third.
I mean. So there is Uruguay for me. Mr. Mwamba, hit us some good news on Korea.
I don't even know where to start. Well, for the Korea team, it's a game of it's a 50-50 thing. They might top the group or they might finish dead last. There are no two ways about it. Why do I say so? You look at the likes of Hee Wang Chang, being a very good player, right? Plays for Wolves.
Top the
You look
group.
at Song Heung-min. Yeah, Song Heung-min has a mask on, and you know what happens to players. This is the main reason why I'm saying they might top the group. You know what happens to players when they have the mask on? They either become very good or they become very bad, like Batshuayi at some point. So, oh, Torres, with the mask.
Uh-huh.
Wait, Mass Torres was actually very good. But anyway, yeah. So for the Korea team, I see them finishing dead last because I feel Heung-min Son hasn't had
Mm.
enough time to recover.
Mm-hmm,
Yep, he hasn't had enough time to recover from the injury picked up at Spurs. So for
mm-hmm.
me, Korea dead last.
All right, I'm gonna jump in and chime in and say, well, Heung-min Son has not been on form this season. He's been a bit weird.
Exactly.
Korea is all I'm gonna say is I don't rate Oceania football. I've seen how Oceania plays, and I don't think they're the greatest bowlers
I
out
feel
there.
I feel
They
they
are okay
play
with
they
football.
play they play in
Mm-hmm.
the Asian qualifiers for South Korea, not
Oh yeah,
Oceania.
yeah, they do. Sorry, yeah, sorry. I meant they play in the Asian qualifiers. So all I'm saying is the Oceania Asian region is usually clumped together. When I look
Oh,
at them
okay.
and think about them in the sporting world, it's like a rugby as
Okay.
well. It's like I don't rate them that highly. I understand they are good at what they do, but I do not see their playing
Exactly.
style, and I do not believe they could beat any of the teams in this group. I feel like each of the teams that are in this group are very good at what they do and where they come from. And South Korea and their region is not the best region out there. So for me, equally same. South Korea at the bottom. They're just gonna be at the bottom of the pile. There's not much I can say about South Korea. I just do not put them up there in my list. So Mr. Mwamba, hit us with the good news. Tell us about Ronaldo. Tell us why he is no longer my goat. Please,
Sue! All right, so looking at the
I can
Portugal
see you.
squad, starting from the keeper Raul Patricio, you go
Mhm,
Guerrero at right back. We might
mhm,
left back. We'll have Cancelo. It might be Diego Dallo, Pepe. We're
mhm,
talking of very good midfielders in the likes of
mhm,
Pereira, in the likes of Bruno Fernandes. When you look at strikers, they have the main man, Sue, Mr. Ronaldo.
mhm.
They have
The
they
frauds.
have the fraud. Maybe you may never know. It's a World Cup. Joao Felix and so many more other players. It's actually one of my picks of the tournament to actually win the tournament. So not even wasting much of your time. Portugal are finishing first of their group, and if Bruno Fernandes has fine form at this World Cup, Portugal might actually just win the whole thing.
All right, guys, you've heard it here. Mr. Wamba says Portugal to win the World Cup. I don't know what that's about. Sir, it's Friday, we know, but I think you started a little too early on the yeah side. That's a wide allegation, a very dangerous allegation. But I'm gonna go ahead and say it right now. Portugal, my great Portugal, Bruno Fernandes, the master, the coordinator of Manchester United. Portugal last night actually defeated Nigeria 4-0, but Nigeria isn't going to World Cup, so they really just like went there for fun. They came here for fun. It's just vibes and fun. Ultimately,
We
I
just
see
came here for
Portugal ending
fun.
number two. Yes, in this group. And the reason why I think Portugal should end second in this group is quite simple. Ghana is out for vengeance. Ghana is out for blood. And Ghana is not taking any chances. Ghana might actually be the African team that makes it to the semi-finals again. Ghana have this energy, this fire, this passion inside them to say, we really want to bring glory to ourselves. We really want Asamoah Gyan and all that thing that happened 2010 to actually go back and travel back in time and fix that mistake. I believe the weather is going to be an advantage to Ghana. Ghana is around the equatorial region and they have a very good heat. They actually have the heat, the humidity. They will probably be they'll be home. It will be home for them. And I believe Ghana is going to win this. I know this whole video about me has been me just hyping up Ghana, but I think Portugal is going to be number two. Portugal does have a good squad, but their coach has no different tactics. Everyone seems to know him. If you've seen from the Nations Cup, you can tell that Portugal is a one trick pony, and that is the reason that I do not see them winning this group. And I'm going to put Portugal for me is on the second position. And yeah, guys, we're done with the groups with Mr. Mwamba saying Portugal number one, Uruguay number two, Ghana number three, not qualifying, the Africans number four, Korea, which is South Korea, at the bottom there. And I say Ghana is going to be the top of this group because I believe they'll be in the semi-finals with Portugal and Uruguay coming in second and third, and finally South Korea. Mr. Mwamba, we are done with the groups. How do you feel about your predictions this far with all the videos that we've done? That will be linked definitely in the description below. Guys, remember to like and subscribe. So, Mr. Mwamba, give us some good news. Talk to us. Tell us.
Well, I feel with all my predictions for the groups, I feel each and every group will pan out that way. If there'll be a change, it's probably maybe like the third and fourth team will probably switch, but the two teams that are bound to qualify will qualify. And to add more icing on top of the cake at African football, we just decided to, today we were talking about it with my co-creator Zach, and we've decided we'll give you guys pretty much videos for almost all the matches at the World Cup. We'll live stream pretty much all the biggest games at the World Cup, and it's the boys in your court really, as the community to share and subscribe to get the best kind of football knowledge of African football. So yeah, from us at African football, thank you for following this journey of us predicting all the groups, and hopefully get back to us during the World Cup and subscribe and watch more of our videos.
All right, guys. Yeah, Mr. Wabas, give it as our closing remarks. And we really appreciate everyone who's liked and subscribed. But those who have not watched the other videos, go in the description. Definitely check out our other videos in the description. This has been African Football. Remember to like and subscribe. And we'll definitely see you at the World Cup. At the World Cup. We'll see you at the World Cup. Yeah.